Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Thursday, 11th of January 2024. 11th January is celebrated as the death anniversary of Lal Bahadur Shastri. He was the second Prime Minister of independent India. He popularized the slogan Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. He actively participated in India's freedom struggle due to the cardiac arrest. He died on 11 January 1966. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper The Hindu states that after a record of 1,111 NGOs got FCRA nod in 2023, 30 get clearance in January. Taiwan headquartered Buddhist Religious Trust for Gangshan Cultural and Educational Center received a registration under Religious, Cultural, Economic, Educational and Social Purpose category. The Fo Gangshan, a monastic order originated in Taiwan in the 1960s, and the Delhi Center in picture was established in 2008. The Hindu newspaper also states that opposition criticizes Maharashtra Speaker's verdict. BJP congratulates Shinde. Navikar's verdict in Sena Split's case, not surprising. Uddhav Thackeray must challenge it in Supreme Court, says Sharad Pawar. Maharashtra Congress President Nana Patel expresses a surprise that no MLAs were disqualified. Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray, Chief Uddhav Thackeray, addresses the media after the Maharashtra Assembly Speaker ruled the Shinde faction of the real Shiva Sena in Mumbai on January 10, 2024. The Hindu newspaper also states that enforcement drive summons National Conference Chief Farooq Abdullah for questioning in money laundering case. The 86-year-old former chief minister is understood to have been called in connection with the federal agency's investigation into alleged irregularities in the Jammu and Kashmir Cricket Association. File picture of former J&K Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah, who has been summoned by the enforcement drive in a money laundering case. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper stated that democracy violated Speaker disrespected Supreme Court, says Uddhav. The Speaker has brought an unnecessary trouble on himself. The people have risen in anger and they will not accept it, said Uddhav Thackeray. The Supreme Court had given a clear instruction on which points were to be considered by the Speaker, but all were violated, said Uddhav Thackeray. Indian Express also states that Indian Institute of Technology is built consensus on not declaring top pay packages in placement report. IIT Bombay revises rupees 1 crore plus offer count from 85 to 22. In a corrigendum issued on Wednesday, IIT Bombay, while citing a technical error, revised the number of rupees 1 crore plus offers in the first phase of placement in 2022. Indian Express also states that all states united territories to get equal chance to display table acts during Republic Day parade. Government. This year's Republic Day parade at the Kartavya Path will see the participation of up to 75% women in marching contingents of the three defense services and other uniformed forces, the official told the Indian Express on Wednesday. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that India a growth engine, Prime Minister to world biz leaders. Prime Minister Narendra Modi during the inaugural session of the vibrant Gujarat Global Summit 2024 in Gandhinagar on Wednesday. The world perceives India as an important pillar of stability, a global growth engine, the voice of the global south and a friend who can be trusted, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on Wednesday as he addressed world and the business leaders while inaugurating the vibrant Gujarat Global Summit in Gandhinagar. Hindustan Times also states that Union Budget 2024 focus on 5 key social sections. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Budget 2024, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman pre-election budget is set to focus on welfare schemes for 5 key sections of society: women, poor, youth, farmers and tribals. Women, poor, youth, farmers and tribals. As a Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP led a National Democratic Alliance NDA aims a third term in office on the back of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi promise of inclusive growth. Hindustan Times also states that India calls for a de-escalation of Israel-Hamas conflict. Permanent representative of India to the United Nations, Ruchira Kamboj, said that India had taken note of the United Nations Security Resolution aimed to scale up humanitarian assistance to Gaza. Washington, India has said that the Israel-Hamas conflict is resulting in a large-scale loss of civil and lives and an alarming humanitarian crisis that is unacceptable. And while stressing that there must be zero tolerance for terrorism, has called for a peaceful resolution through the diplomacy and dialogue as the only way out. Going towards the economy of the country from the banking and finance point of view, 5 resolutions you must follow to raise your credit score in 2024. When it comes to credit building, a disciplined approach in repayments and credit consumption can go a long way, says Adil Shetty, the CEO of BankBazaar.com. With a strong credit score being widely regarded as a symbol of a financially responsible individual, it is also a powerful tool at a time when borrowing costs are rising. If you have a credit card that you can use regularly, make sure to pay your bills in full. From the aviation point of view, Boeing CEO admits error, says mid-year blowout can never happen again. CEO Dave Calhoun remarks were Boeing's first public acknowledgement of errors since a so-called door plug snapped off the fuselage of a nearly full 737 MAX 9 on Friday, leaving a gaping hole next to a miraculous empty seat. The hole where the panel or the door had been at the fuselage plug area of the Alaska Airlines flight. A panel used to plug an area reserved for an exit door on Boeing 737 MAX 9 jetliner below out January 5, shortly after the flight took off from the Portland. Going towards the world news, including Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis quickly tear into each other's records in their head-to-head Republican debate. Singapore looking to recruit auxiliary of police officers from India, China, Philippines, Myanmar. Maldives, China signed 20 agreements after Muzu meeting aimed diplomatic row with India. Kim calls South Korea a principal enemy as his rhetoric sharpens in a United States election year. Winter storm slams parts of United States, tornado flood warnings issued. Clearly unacceptable. India's United Nations representative on death of civilians in Israel-Hamas war. What is the science and technology? NASA delays Artemis mission. Astronauts will not return to moon till 2026. NASA has updated the timeline for the Artemis program, meaning the astronauts will not return to the moon until 2026, or more than 55 years after Apollo 17. CSA, Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen, and NASA astronauts Kritish coach Victor Glover and Reid Wiseman, left to right, will be part of the Artemis second mission of NASA. Microsoft uses artificial intelligence to find material for better lithium-ion batteries. Microsoft partnered with the Pacific Northwest National Laboratory (PNNL) and used artificial intelligence to find and synthesize a new battery that could potentially be used to make better lithium-ion batteries. The molecular structure of the material that holds the potential as a candidate for making better lithium-ion batteries. From the gaming point of view, Rabbit R1 is a pocket-sized gadget that can do anything you want it to. Rabbit R1 is a humane artificial intelligence pin-like a gadget that runs on a Rabbit OS and lets you send messages, call people, and use services like Spotify and Uber using voice. It is available for pre-order for $199 and will start shipping sometime in March. Rabbit R1 has a small 2.88-inch screen, a camera, and a physical navigation button. Webb telescope may have discovered auroras on a distant failed star. Scientists used the James Webb Space Telescope to discover a brown dwarf that may have auroras in its atmosphere. This artistic concept portrays the brown dwarf W1935, which is located 47 light years from the Earth. At last, this is a famous quotation said by C.V. Raman. Sir Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman, whose birth anniversary is 7 November 1888 up to 21st of November 1970, was an Indian physicist known for his work in the field of light scattering using a spectrograph that he developed. He and his student K.S. Krishnanan discovered that when light traverses a transparent material, the deflected light changes its wavelength and frequency. This phenomenon due to an unknown type of scattering of light, which they called as modified scattering, was subsequently termed the Raman effect or Raman scattering. Raman received a 1930 Nobel Prize in Physics for the discovery and was the first Asian to receive a Nobel Prize in any branch of science. Mr. Raman says a famous quotation. He says that if someone judges you, they are wasting space in their mind. Best part, it is their problem. Okay, thank you.